Hello, my name is Tim Gavels, and I'm from Denmark. That means I'm probably the only one here who doesn't speak Arabic, and I don't really know what's been said that much so far. So I'll just start by introducing myself. I'm a game developer from Denmark, living in Copenhagen, and I work with creativity and technology, working with mobile games, but also I work a lot about establishing community and creating the community for the developers. And that's most of what I'm going to talk about today. But first, I'll just give some more introduction. Just sit and remove this small thing. Yes. I'm a game developer, and I'm just going to show some of the latest games that I've been working on. This is called Where's My Heart, and it's out on the PlayStation Store, so it's a PlayStation game. It's really cool. And then I've been working on different mobile games, taking this new 3D technology that's now pretty much available, so you can run it on your mobile phones as well. And earlier I've been working on lots of normal 2D mobile phone games, iPhone games, Android games, and web games, and other sort of things. But besides that, I'm a member of a few organizations in Copenhagen where we run the community of the game developers. This community is called Copenhagen Game Collective, and it's a community of game developers that are trying to establish and create a community where everybody just inspire each other and create games. So we create games all the time. And some of the things that we do are silly party games. It's a bit difficult to see here, but this is a game where you dance around with PlayStation Move controllers and do silly stuff. But it's all about inspiring each other and creating games. Besides that, we are also organizing a series of community events. This is a picture from last year at an event called Nordic Game Indie Night, which is an award show of indie developers of the Nordic region, where we have a jury awarding the best new indie game. It's like best new Nordic talent. And these are the winners from last year. Some crazy people from Norway. And the next one taking place this Wednesday in Sweden. And besides that, I'm also currently the vice chairman of ITI Denmark. ITI is International Game Developers Association, and this is the Danish chapter where we organize industry events in Copenhagen and Denmark. Some of the things we're working on are bi-monthly talks where we get people from the industry in and talk about what they're currently working on. It can be the small game companies, the big game companies just coming in talking about what's going on and what they're currently working on. Then we have meetups where we're just meeting up, gathering, networking, mingling. And then we do workshops where we introduce new technologies, take a look at the new Android platform, or work with augmented reality, or whatever things that are now new. But the biggest thing that we organize is the Nordic Game Jam. And the Nordic Game Jam is a very special and creative event that we've been established back in 2005. And I'm going to return to that in a moment. Actually not. Well, the Nordic Game Jam is an event where 350 game developers from all over the Nordic region meet up for 1 weekend, 48 hours, and create games. So basically, just to introduce the game jam concept, a lot of developers meet up, they form new teams, they sit down, they develop a game in 48 hours, 1 weekend. It's not a complete game, it's not going to be the next World of Warcraft or the next Battlefield 4, but it's going to be a decent game prototype that's playable and you can showcase it to people. And this has been going on since 2005 and it's only going to get bigger. So the people participating in this, I would say it's everybody who are making games. In Denmark, it's a small city compared to Copenhagen, with barely 2 million people. But we still have almost 400 people meeting up every year to make games. That's 400 developers in a very small city. And it's everybody that's participating. It's the lead programmers of the biggest companies, it's the students, it's the hobby developers, it's everybody with an interest in game development. It's not only the industry, and it's not only the students, it's everybody with an interest in game development. And it's about people making games, but we also have the business people coming in and looking at the presentations, helping out. We even have funding options for some of the winning games, and a lot of things are going on, but we'll just talk a bit more about that. But first, in Denmark, we have a quite unique community in regarding game development. And I just counted down the different game jams, the events where developers meet up and make games. And we have, this list of game jams, five or six different game jams running in Copenhagen. And that means we have 680 developers meeting up every year just to make games. So we're creating, just not in the industry, not in companies, just by community in Copenhagen, we create 130 games a year, every year. And those games are just, not all of them are perfect, new, brilliant games, but when you create 130 games a year, some of them are quite interesting. But before I go to the games, I'm just going to show you how this started. Back in 2005, we were a bunch of developers who were just making games. And why not meet up in one weekend and see what we can do with 48 hours? And then it kind of just continued. And it's been keep growing since. Last year we were almost 350, this year we were more than 350, and next year we're probably going to be even more people. And it's everybody coming back. It's the students that are graduating who are still going to this event, the new students are still going, all the old students, the developers, everybody's going. And this was a huge success. It is the world's largest event like this. And that means in 2009, some of the organizers of Nordic Game Jam started a global concept called the Global Game Jam. And in 2009, the Global Game Jam had almost 2,000 participants all over the world, sitting in different places, making games in the same 48 hours. They made almost 500 games in 48 hours. This year, it was more than 10,000 developers making more than 2,000 games in 48 hours. Just imagine how much creativity and inspiration and all the people and knowledge and everything going together in 48 hours, creating more than 2,000 new game ideas. And those game ideas, they're not just any game ideas. I'm just going to take a few samples from some of the previous years of Nordic Game Jam. This is the winner of Nordic Game Jam last year. It's called Joust, or Johann Sebastian Joust, inspired by Johann Sebastian Bach. And this game is about dancing around with remotes in your hands to Johann Sebastian Bach music, while pushing each other around and playing. It's using the PlayStation Move controls, which was a new technology at that time, from last game. And it got a lot of attention. And this game, it not only won the Nordic Game Jam, but it continued to different award shows. And this is the Game Developers Conference award show. This is the team from Nordic Game Jam taking the prize in innovation. It was awarded the best, most innovative game of the year last year. And